And welcome to Stonework, the very first episode. Here we go. I am your host, Donny Dust. And before we go any further, let this sink in. Stone was our first technology, our first teacher, and for most of human time, our most reliable partner. Stonework exists to slow things down and look closely at that relationship. Now, for me, I work and make stone tools for a living. I like studying them, I love making them, and I enjoy the hell out of breaking them. I will even go as far as using them in the bush in my own survival excursions. And from this, I am learning from mistakes that come with all of it. Like a lot of people, I didn't come to stone tools and flint napping through textbooks. I didn't have YouTube. There was no podcast. There was nothing that floated or existed around flint napping. I came to it through curiosity, failure, and a whole bunch of repetition. Working stone teaches you quickly that it doesn't care about your opinions, your feelings, or even your own personal theories. It responds only to what you actually do. Every strike will leave a record. Every mistake is permanent, and every success is truly earned. That honesty and connection to the past is what drew me in, and it's what this podcast is built around. Stonework is not an academic lecture series, and it is not a survival fantasy either. This isn't about pretending we're ancient people, and it's not about romanticizing the past. This show is about understanding ancient technology by engaging with it directly. It's about skill, about process and evidence. It's about what happens when you put stone in your hands and try to solve real problems the way our ancestors did. Over the course of this podcast, we'll explore a wide range of topics, including flint napping, stone tool replication, experimental archaeology. We'll talk about tools from different periods and places, from early hand axes to refined blades, and what those tools can tell us about the minds and hands that made them. We'll look at how tools were actually used in cutting and scraping and butchering and processing and shaping any sort of material. We'll talk about wear patterns, breakages, efficiency, and failures, because broken tools often teach us more than perfect ones. Some episodes will just be solo conversations, just like this, with me running my mouth. Others may include guests with knappers, researchers, makers, or people who simply spend time thinking deeply about ancient technology joining us. Some episodes will focus on a single tool, concept, or best practice. Others will be broader in discussion about cognition, skill, or just flint napping in general. There's no rush here. Stone tools weren't made in a hurry, and they don't deserve to be discussed that way. This podcast exists because modern life has pulled most of us away from making things with our hands. We consume finished objects without understanding the work behind them. Stone tools offer a rare window into a time when technology was inseparable from human effort, when intelligence was visible in action, not hidden behind machines or screens. Working stone reconnects the hand and the mind. It forces patience, it demands attention, and it connects us to who we truly are. And it leaves behind the physical evidence of every decision made along that way. That's why stone, more importantly, stone tools, still matter today. Stonework is for anyone who's curious about where human technology began. It's for flint nappers, archaeologists, hunters, craftspeople, and makers. But it's also for anyone who wants to understand humanity at its most fundamental level. You don't need prior knowledge. You don't need a college degree. You don't even need to have read a book. You just need curiosity and a willingness to question assumptions. One thing I'll ask of you as a listener is this: stay critical, stay curious, and stay comfortable with uncertainty. Not everything we will discuss has a clear answer. Stone doesn't tell stories, it records actions. Our job is to read those records as honestly as we can. Stone doesn't forget. It remembers every strike, every hesitation, every adjustment along the way. Stonework is about learning how to read that memory. All right, that's Stonework and all I got. First episode, a little bit of an intro on who I am and what we're going to be discussing. Thanks for being here, and remember, tools, not trophies.